Uh-oh, I went too far. I did. Then you want a head on you.
Devin, I need you to sit in a rolly chair. Like
there you go. I wonder if I could sit down a little bit. There we go. That's pretty good. Now you got Bud's head, my head, your head, her head.
White puppy.
Everybody's there. Okay. You got it.
We're on.
You're on. And Deven1 is with us.
Yep. Steve brought Charlie last night as his special guest, so today I have Devin. So anybody can throw questions at her too if they want to. Yeah, that is Audrey in here. Audrey and Sophia. Oh, there they are. Sophia. Devin's the overnight tonight, so you'll get to watch Sophia and Audrey in the house. How old are the puppies in the kitchen? That's a good question. They're at least 14 weeks, right? How around there, probably. I'm gonna say Gretchen is, I'm gonna guess 13, and the other ones are, let's say 15 weeks old. There you go. That's your answer. Yeah. Someone will correct me later.
We ought to get those two dogs hooked up together. This is crazy.
The twins?
The twins. I have harnesses someplace.
Let's see, I'll talk about my day. No one's asking me any questions. I guess I'm not exciting. Today I did pokies. I usually get all 8 of them done by 1 o'clock. And then I get to move on to other dogs. Bailey, you're all right.
Okay.
So all the pokies did great. The stars of the day were Tumbler and Sid. Sid actually had a lot, was right on the ball today. A lot of attention. Everyone always calls when I'm talking.
New York.
He's very focused.
Perfect Dog Project.
What else can I say?
Oh.
Nobody peed or pooped in the stores. That's a bonus, yes. Always. Knock on wood. We're all excited for the party.
I don't take calls
Devin?
at this hour today. Thank you. Don't ever do it again.
Sophie and Andre are being goofy. Don't ever call here.
Trying to sell me something.
Let's see. What else can we talk about, Devin? How is Sophie at your house?
Sophie is very good.
Speak up.
Sophie is very good.
She is. You have other dogs, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's long. Okay, here we go. Now we have one. Do you think the dogs find the snow strange? I think so. When you have puppies that haven't seen snow for the first time, they always have that kind of, oh my gosh moment. Colleen experienced it. She had Gronk at her house for a snowstorm, and she went out in the morning because she has a pen where they all go to the bathroom, and she walked out, and Oscar walked out like this is a normal day, and Gronk wouldn't step out of the garage, and he put the brakes on, tried to rope him, and tug him out, and then he was like, I can't, and then once his feet were, he's like, oh, it's not that bad, and then he ran around. So I think that they do find it strange, but they learn to love it. Sophia seems to hear, is that true? How hard is it to train her? There you go, Devin.
She's not hard to train, and yes, she can hear.
There you go. That's a very direct answer. At what point do you phase out treats during training? I'm not big on treats. The most treats I really give is when we spoon feed them at a young age, and we continue to spoon feed their whole lives, but I'm really not a big treat giver. I'm not a trainer that you're going to see with a big pouch of cookies attached to I'm not going to always look at me and all that stuff. I just want them to willingly do it. I give a lot of rewards with praise. So I'm not a treat. I don't know if you do a lot of treats.
No, I think there is a beginning with the spoon feeding and the treats at that age.
Yeah.
But once they learn that they're supposed to pay attention to you, then I think the treats are distracting. You can give them treats after you're all done or something, but not in the process of trying to teach them something, because then they're teaching you to feed them treats.
Yes.
That happens to a lot of people.
Yeah. Sometimes I think that they want me close to the mic, even with your yuppie puppy, I find that, because you teach them to hit it and the treats fall out. And I feel like sometimes when they come down to me, it's like they paw at me like cookies will fall out of her, I promise. Like just keep pawing at her. They want to know what kind of training you do on Sundays.
It's always different. Most of the time we'll be in the arena with the minions.
What are you working on?
Basic with the leash and downstay.
Good. Okay, how close are the 4 starlets to being ready to match? The 4 starlets are all great. That's Clark, Gronk, Ava, and Merle. They're all good in their own ways, but they all still have a few hang-ups. They're all really young still. Clark is by far the best one. I think they'll be a year in March, right?
March 11th.
March 11th. Clark is still, he's the best. He's definitely the superstar, and Gronk's runner-up, I think. But we just need to get Gronk to stop eating everything. He's constantly ingesting anything he can, toys, towels, anything he can find. So normally at night I'll throw 4 or 5 Kongs in with him, because Kongs are the only thing that he's yet to swallow. So any other toy, he'll swallow it whole. He's your puppy you brought to Danvers Animal Hospital because he swallowed that whole alligator toy.
Okay.
Every time people take him on overnights, they say he poops out carpet pieces and stuff. So last night I forgot to give him Kongs, and I went in and there was wood in his whole. I don't know what I had Ryan going. I was like, make sure it's not a supporting beam for his loft. Like I can't. So Ryan said it was fine. So they're all good. They all, like I said, they just need a few tweaks.
Is he hungry?
And we need to find the right people for them. I feed him lunch. So
do we feed him on a tray so he has a lot of chewing time?
We could feed him out of a tray.
Let's try that and slow him up a little bit.
Okay. Devin, you are living proof that training is not about the size of the trainer. What has been your toughest challenge? Loud.
Probably with bigger dogs downstays. In the beginning, getting them to lay down.
Let's see. I'm curious about how the dogs get potty trained when they go from the house to the kennels. Before the camera world, we used to be able to put puppies out back and make a very small inside space. It was heated and warm, and then they had the whole back deck. So by 3 to 4 weeks old, 4 to 5 weeks old, these puppies knew to go outside to go to the bathroom. It was a brilliant idea. But then once the cameras came, we love you all, and we love the cameras, but then we needed them on camera in the house, so that kind of changed the potty process. In the house, I try to have Donna let them out throughout the day so that they're not always peeing on the floor. But in the barn, we use the same method that we would use back here on the back deck. We make a small inside space, so you'll see it in Kennel 9. We'll do it in Kennel 10 occasionally with the fencing. So our biggest peers and poopers, we move down there because we can make a tiny inside spot so that they basically have enough room to come off the loft, turn around, and then they're forced right outside to go to the bathroom. So it usually works for the most part.
The natural instinct of a puppy at about 2 weeks old is to go away from mother to pee. Now, whether they're trying to get away from her licking them forever or not, I don't know. But they're trying to get away. And by 3 weeks, they definitely are trying to get as far away from where they sleep to pee, which sometimes is only 2 feet. But they will leave their sleeping area to do that. So we're just trying to build on that.
Megan, can you add field training to DSW shoes? I do go there. I know there's some thing about they give money to a nonprofit. I got to find out. Somebody sent me something. I got to go back and reread that. But they're doing some sort of, they'll give money to people.
Oh, yeah.
I got to look into that. But there's a DSW at the North Shore Mall.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
Oh, well, let's go join them.
Yep.
Go ahead.
What keywords do we teach the dogs? Basically, we don't bark orders at the dogs. We talk to them. Carlene always says when the dogs leave here, they have a vocabulary of a 2-year-old. Its basic ones are whoa, wait, down, stay, back, come, leave it. Those, knock it off, dog. Like, can you hear me? Like that type of thing. So we're not your typical service dog outfit. Let's see. What are the personalities of your dogs and what are their interactions like? My dogs? Noelle is
A bitch.
A bitch. Yeah, she's spoiled.
Female dog. She's a female dog. She's a bitch.
She is just. She gives you this look. She sits back like disgusted almost. And people, when we breed her and she's here on camera with her puppies, people comment constantly, Noelle's so depressed. She hates being a mom. Look at her face. Like, she's disgusted. She hates it. That's her face all the time. So when she's at home and she's happy, she still does that face, her resting bitch face, I call it. But Walter is an intact male, so he's a handful, but he's goofy, he's lovable, playful. Magnus is a goofball. He loves food, clearly. He's on a diet. I know people put that around online. Happy dog. What about your dogs? You have another dog at home?
He's more timid than Sophia, but he's a barker also, so he makes her think she can bark.
He's not a Dane.
No. He's a Rhodesian Ridgeback.
Why don't you use different spoons? I don't understand that question.
Why do we?
It says, why don't you use different spoons?
Why use long-handled spoons? God forbid you let go of the handle.
Teaspoons. Iced teaspoons.
Iced tea. We like iced teaspoons.
That one was way back. I got my comments from
We have to take a picture of Bentley coming to get...
Oh, this is a good one.
Get a treat from somebody or a spoonful to come with his mouth wide open, and you can see down the whole throat.
Yeah. This is
let go of that spoon, it's gone.
There's a few good ones. Will Sophia be put back into training as a service dog? No, she lives with Devin. Devin takes her out and continues her training as a demo dog, so that eventually Bailey used to be a great demo dog for our program, but age comes and she can't do it. So we always need, like, Oscar is a great demo dog. Hopefully Sophia will follow in the footsteps. Fido was a great one. Noelle, first dog that Bella walked with was Noelle. She walked from the tea tent to the barn. So we always like to keep our breeding dogs like Bentley, Opal, all of them in line so that we can use them to see if people can actually benefit from a dog. Have you ever had a dog lie down in a store and refuse to get up?
No.
Yes, I have. I was, way back when I first started, we were in Shaw's, Carlene and I was going through the store. I must have had one of Noelle's litter because she had Nanny. And this woman came up to me with this frantic look on her face and she said, "Are you Megan?" And I said, Yes, I'm Megan. What's up? "There's a woman by the meat counter and she told me to come get you. She says it's an emergency." So I come over and I turn the corner and Manny is like flat on the floor and he won't get up. And we discovered... You want to take the lead on that one?
There was the mirror.
The mirror, yeah.
The mirror that was at an angle over the meat. And he sort of saw himself upside down or thought it was another dog or whatever.
Yeah.
And he panicked and his legs went...
And it's the slippery
He's
floor.
gone. He was out.
And that, so it was a lot
and
of...
he wasn't even trying to get up.
Yeah, so it took us both to be like, "Come on, dog," and we had to give him a little bit of a shove, and then he popped right up. Things we could get for y'all, like vest coats. Anything that the camera people could get for us, vest coats, treats, dog brushes, etc. Only thing I think that we run out of is milk bones, to be honest. I mean...
The little ones.
I like the little tiny mini ones.
And somebody sent us a whole bunch of those broken in half.
Wow. So
and those were even better because they go in this things over here.
Yeah, because when it's any type of bones that you send are appreciated, but when you send me the big milk bones, then I make volunteers sit with a hammer and break them up. So think about them and try and send the small ones.
The tiny ones are great. The tiny ones broken in half are even better. And of course, not in the milk bone box, please.
Pokies will be going on overnights right after their final C5 shot. So once that's done, then they're going to start to go off property. How did you get Sophia?
I told Carlene I wanted her.
That's classic. Do you think it's confusing when the puppies rotate back into the kitchen to pee on towels? That's a tough one.
Well, I can do that one.
Go. Okay.
You'll notice that they're peeing away from where they sleep, for the most part. Every once in a while you get... But for the most part, they pee over right in front of the refrigerator, because that's as far as they can get from their bed. And I have asked that we try and get it organized so we can have that outdoor hall available for them to go around the corner and pee, and that would be even better. But Don't seem to get that word.
It's that same concept of I have to go somewhere else, not
Yeah,
just
gotta get
stand
away.
up and pee on my
Gotta get away from my bed.
Yeah. Walter's tail is great. It's not 100%. It's still kinked, but there's no more raw oozing spot that was like dripping and smelling, and he was constantly into it. So we're done with that. But it's still crooked.
Distinctive.
Thank you, Dee Dee. Dee Dee's gonna bring tiny bones on Sunday. Thank you. Other than that, I think we're good. Any other questions for Devin? Going once? Going twice? She's your overnight tonight, so feel free to talk to her on the computer. There you go.
Devin is?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
All right, guys. Have a good weekend. Big party on Saturday.
Yep.
Make sure to take lots of pictures.
Where is
Okay, next problem.
All right, bye, guys. Party
Bye.
Saturday.
Yep. Oh, that's one spot. The other one is 2 spots. That's about the only way I can tell them.
And that one has a spot on her cheek.
This one has ink on her cheek.
Oh.
She ate a printer cartridge today. That was her job today. Yesterday it was eat the television remote. We're not happy with her.
Bye. Hopefully I'll see you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, so I don't think we're. No, I don't.
Which dog
I'm not going to
ate
ask.
an ink thing today?
What?
Oh, did Audrey eat an ink thing today?
Eat? I don't
I
know.
thought you said one of the dogs ate some kind of an ink cartridge or something.
Oh, yes, she did.
Audrey did?
Audrey did.
Oh.
It's all over her front feet and the side of her face. Okay, so we'll just open this stuff right straight away. Somehow. Oh, no food. Get lost. Get lost, Charlie. Oof. Oh, made it. Oh, goody. Some of these prepackaged. Wishing you an excellent volunteer dinner. Hope the weather holds out, the poop scoopers and laundry folders, dinner providers, con fillers, and general volunteer troops. So clearly valued, and their efforts are reflected in the success of every dog. A hearty thank you for scooper kits enclosed, poop, and fund donation. Best regards, Victoria Cloud. She has beautiful handwriting. Would you like to study her handwriting? It's very good. I don't think you guys can write. Your age group can write like that anymore, can you?
No. I mean, I did learn cursive in 3rd grade, but after that, we never used it.
Somebody said you're learning to program. The kids nowadays, instead of learning a second language in high school, are now learning to program. They weren't calling it program. They were calling it something else. But that's what it amounted to. I thought that's interesting. You mean they're going to program instead of my just sitting there swearing at it? I don't. You can't program this the way I know about programming. You can't even get at it. Did you write down her? Okay.
Ahead of you.
And then we have, this is from another person. It's torn in the same place and this is not the one out of Texas. This is from Ohio. And I don't know who it's from in Ohio because the rest of it's torn apart. Hopefully there was not a check in it. But that's where the envelopes get torn. And it's not necessarily the end of these things because that can be not the end. Oh, it's from Ohio. If I had to guess, I would guess Hearon, but I don't really know. And then we have somebody else. This poo picker intentionally left blank. Okay. That's very good. Here we have $1 up. Lead, follow, or get the hell out of the way. Yep. Carry on. Proud to be a dollar heir in support of Service Dog Project. Wonderful. Oops, there you go. I don't know. Is there anybody on it?
No.
Nope. Somebody that has very good writing also. Okay. Excuse me. Don't let me interrupt you. This is from Jan. Here we have $1 up. Put that in the pot. Carlene and crew. Hope it's all going well at Crazy Acres here in Mishawashkapa. That's not true. Mishawaka. It's really cold. Wind chills of minus 20 degrees. I goodness, it's there. A little warmer today, so I'll make a trip to the mailbox and send this. Tell you once again how much I love watching everything. Thanks again for all you did, and let us see. Okay. There are 10 kinds of people. Those who understand binary and those who don't. Oh. You got that? There are 10 kinds of people. Those who understand binary. Binary is only 2. So there is no such thing as a 2. There's a 0 and a 1. And the 1 actually stands for 2. You know, the base 2. Okay, law of nations. In an underdeveloped country, don't drink the water. In a developed country, don't breathe the air. Tom Lehrer said that a long time ago. You don't know Tom Lehrer. He wrote dirty songs. Dirty songs and backroom ballads or something like that. He was a Harvard math student or something, but he wrote some very... I have some of them on my machine. There's something about don't drink the water and don't breathe the air. Yeah, he had it on... Yeah, he's got some good ones. About rewriting the Catholic Mass is one of his better ones. At any rate, Confucius say, I hear and I forget. I see and I remember. I do and I understand. I hear and I forget. I see and I remember. I do and I understand. Huh. All right. I'm not sure I understand that one. If anything can't go wrong, it will eventually. That's true. That there are 10 kinds of people in the world who understand binary and those who don't. I like that one because that's a mathematical joke. Okay, I tried. Get your tail out of here. And here we have the Red Envelope Brigade. You can have that one. David and Iona Aranton. Carly, 2 checks included. One for the 20 brick and one for 10 keychains. The Arantons. Okay, so we got to get the keychains out of here. And 20 bricks. And we're going to have the 20... Give the envelope back again. Because we have to have 20 bricks and 10 keychains. First, we need a pen. 20 bricks. 20. So, and now I need this for the 10 keychains. So I have to put the keychains on that one. And this goes in here. I don't know. I'm not sure. The 10 keychains go in this, do you think?
Maybe, yeah.
Well, let's put this together with that, and let's test that after we... Can you put that someplace and remember? Wow. People who can remember things are amazing. Never cease to amaze me. I put it somewhere and couldn't find it till next spring. Okay, this is Harold Wanda. Oop, got it. Cheerios. We're on to Cheerios. cheery. Oh, there's nothing in that one. Okay, that's what we got this time.
She doesn't want you touching that.
Huh. Okay.
It's okay.
Okay, we have another one from them.
Eyes are like this.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now, let's see. Crunchy pecans.
Drink? Want a drink?
Excellent source of fiber. Do you understand what I do? Does anybody understand these at all? Do you understand what I do?
Really? There is that.
Someone drank out of that.
Older people understand that kind of thing.
Hey, go ahead.
Sophia.
They always send me strange things. You know, some of them I hold up, and others I don't. Okay, I'm ready. I got a box to do. That's the only box I have, right? Oh, it's a heavy box. Oh, there we go. Pat. She didn't spell her name right. That's not how I spell that name. Yeah, there are definitely age-related jokes around here. Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay. That's a good thing. Somebody just refilled my car, which was a very good thing. Bentley has been very good, though. If I take him out of the house almost at any time of day,
Barely wants to walk.
he has to go down by the teepee to move his bowels. And it doesn't make a difference. 8 o'clock in the morning or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. You've got to take him down there before you go anywhere. Because it's coming out. Okay. This is just a little something put toward appreciation dinner. Have a wonderful time. Thanks to all you do. Pat Benward, South Plainfield, New Jersey. There we go, dinner. We're going to have a good time, I think, at the dinner. Get out of there, you clown. Good friends are like stars.
Sophia wants to help.
You don't always see them, but you know they're always there. Very good. Okay, I did everything. Now you're going to ask me questions?
Mm-hmm.
I could have my stool, put my feet up on. Sit there and put my feet up in the air. Thank you very much.
Is Richard coming back to the farm?
I haven't heard from him. He could. Could. I doubt he'd come to this weather.
3 people said their children are learning coding in school.
COVID in school, see? That's really something. And how? In my world, you can't get at the program to run any of this. I mean, to me, when you turn a computer on, it's black, and you type in stuff, and it's white. You know? And that's it. And you tell it what to do, and it does it. And I can do all that. I know how to do that, but I don't know. I turn it on, and it's green. And you ask it to do something, it all turns purple. You know? You know, for absolutely no reason. Somebody sent me a program today that I was watching this thing. I'm trying to figure it out and seeing what we ought to do, and all of a sudden it's purple. Somebody will click over here and see if it straightens out. You click over there, and the purple goes away. Makes no sense. Not in my world.
Are any of the dogs coming to the party tomorrow?
Probably Bentley. Yeah. I mean, there'll be some dogs, but my dog will be there.
Opal's coming with Sandy.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Probably Charlie.
Oh, yeah. And yours?
I don't know yet.
Does she behave well enough?
Yeah.
Well, if she behaves well enough, then you can bring her.
How often do you worm the dogs?
It depends on what age. At puppy age, it's almost every 2 weeks. And when you forget, you begin to get vermicelli out the back. It really is exactly what it looks like. And after a while, they outgrow that. But as they are puppies, and a mother dog has to be wormed too. Quiet night? We go home now?
I think that's it.
Wow, okay.
Oh, wait. How many litters do you allow a female to have before she retires?
It just depends. It depends on what George tells us, how the dog is. You know. That tiny little Bailey's sister was Luna, and Luna had five litters. Mm-hmm. I did not open all the mail. I forgot these ones. I forgot this one. Oh. Yeah, she had 5 nice litters, but she was a tiny thing. Oh. Oh, isn't that cute? That's a cute picture. Who is it? Oh, there's a $20 bill. For the volunteer dinner. Okay. We're going to eat well. A dog can never tell you what she knows from the smells of the world, but you know, watching her, that you know almost nothing. Mm-hmm. This is Pam and Clark? Really? Huh. As for the volunteer appreciation dinner approaches, I'm so grateful that everyone at Service Dog Project embraces the importance and the rewards of attentiveness and takes the time to mentor the volunteers. I know that at Crazy Acres, attentiveness may suddenly stop, and as you hold your breath, you realize something wonderful has touched you. Thank you for bringing the best self to accomplish this mission. Betsy. Sparks, Nevada. Well, that's very nice. And this is Pam. So we'll have to give that to Pam. I wouldn't have picked that out as Pam, would you? So that's Pam. Ow, there's one more underneath. Oh, no, that's the insurance policy. We didn't want that one. And this is labeled for Pam. So we'll put this on top of that, and we're done.
How is Janine feeling since her concussion?
Janine, since her concussion? Well, she's not any better. She seems to be about average. She's done fine. I don't know.
What's for dinner?
Pork. Pork and rice.
Is a dog's tail used at all for balance?
I don't know. I don't know. I know Bailey's isn't used because she doesn't move it. It's stuck.
Do most of the dogs get adopted out to be therapy dogs, or do you find it a toss-up of pets and therapy dogs?
I mean, did the dog get adopted out as therapy dogs?
Yes.
I think they're missing the fact that they're all adopted out as service dogs.
Yeah, I think that's what they meant.
I think they mean service dogs. And there is a difference between service dogs and therapy dogs in that service dogs have public access by right, by the Americans with Disabilities Act. Therapy dogs have access by invitation. I mean, if somebody invites you to take them someplace, you can do that, like a nursing home and stuff like that. And they are supposed to be well behaved and not bite people and things like that, or scratch. Scratching, going like this in a nursing home is bad because the toenails, the old people's skin, it just tears. So therapy dogs may not do that.
How long have I been at SDP? Since 2009.
Really? You're old. Wow.
Carlene, I just love your wit and ability to inspire greatness from others. How do you do it?
I don't know. I don't know.
Could you explain the progression and history of the buildings on the property? What was the first building,
my
second,
Lord.
third?
Okay, because this was all forest when we started. The first thing they put up, we ordered this house and the guest house it came on a bunch of trucks. It was all lumber, but it was on a bunch of trucks. And they put up the guest house for us to live in while they built this one. And that took about 3 months or so. I've forgotten how long. And at the same time, I was working for a Want Advertiser magazine, so I needed a shack to put the magazines in on a weekly basis. I got a great big truckload full of magazines that had to be dealt with. And I also had the barn and the arena. The barn and the arena were built at the same time as this. And I used to have a shop in the barn, but then I needed that room for animals, so I built the shop outside the barn and things like that. And then my magazine shed kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's now the laundry building. And then the teeth head just kind of fell in one day because we used to have a caboose down there, and we found that sitting down in that area was very nice. There was a good breeze there most of the time, and it was just a nice place to sit. We could watch the barn and everything that was going on. So the caboose was really an indoor thing, so we decided to get rid of the caboose. Somebody bought the caboose and took it out of here, and that's when we put up a permanent tent down there. And the chicken coop just happened.
Will you breed Opal again? With who?
Opal, yes, I hope to. She's got a problem right at the moment. She's still on medication for bleeding. I don't know what's the problem. Does she want to go out?
She just went out.
Oh, well, we're going to go. Stop your nonsense. Oh,
Audrey.
the wrong one in the bed.
Audrey,
get out of the bed. Come on, Audrey. Audrey, move it. Thank you. Why did we dare question?
Voodoo seems short. Might you try to breed her to a short male to get some shorter service dogs?
I don't know about Voodoo. Voodoo is the one that came in with the long ankles. They seem to be all right now, but boy, they were deformed to begin with. You know? She was almost down on the ground.
Yeah.
Great long.
Yeah.
No, the one I'm thinking of that bunch is Leanna?
Lainey?
Who?
Lainey?
Lainey. I've not neutered. I've not spayed Lainey, and we'll just kind of keep her for a while and see how she develops. You don't want to breed any that have a problem that you know about. I mean, that's why Leroy fell apart. I mean, he wouldn't, with all his eye troubles. You want to get about as perfect a dog as you can, and Opal and Bentley have done really well. Scarlett's done well, you know. They're a little bit big for what we want, but there's some big people coming along, etc.
What grade am I in? I'm a sophomore. Do your litters all get adopted out as service dogs, or do some become pets?
We don't plan for anybody to become pets. Like right now, we have, I think, 31, and they're all, as far as I can see, perfect.
Yeah, they're all doing really well.
They're all doing well. They're all sturdy, strong dogs. No accidents. Nobody's broken a leg or anything weird. These dogs play rough. So if anybody's going to get hurt, they'll get hurt here. And if they do, then they become pets or, whatever. Perfect pets or fabulous failures, whatever. And generally, the volunteers, they get first choice. So I rarely have dogs available for people to adopt. Matter of fact, that hasn't happened in probably 10 years.
How is Misha?
Huh?
How is Misha?
Misha is Gussie's child?
Scarlett's child.
Who?
Scarlett's child. And she lives with Scarlett.
Oh. That's not what we called her. Mischief.
Yeah.
Mischief. I know her as Mischief. She's fine. She had puppies too.
The back of the house seems to face the farm. What does the front of the house face?
It was a mistake. We put this on the property backwards from what it should have been, but it was a question of being able to drive into the garage. The front faces the A field, which has nothing in it really except a fence around it.
Devin, you started SDP so young. What did you do in the beginning? Changed waters, changed fluffies. It was a long time ago.
Yeah. Your mother used to drop you off here or something.
She used to come with me.
Yes. And your mother used to volunteer here.
And she cleaned in here for a while.
She cleaned in here. She was the housekeeper for a while. And you just kind of fell into it. I'm certainly very glad.
Who will be here tomorrow night while we're at the party?
Annie?
Yeah, Annie. And someone else.
A couple others.
Yeah, a couple others.
Do I want a career in modeling or something working with animals or both or something else? Probably with animals, but I don't really know.
I heard you were going to be a police detective.
That I had a plan and that's what I was going to do, but now I don't know.
Oh, were you going to stay with animals?
Yep.
Oh, good. You do well with them. That dog has more black on it than all of these others that can't hear, or they can hear. And this one can't. It's a pretty dog.
I think that is it.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Does during the day Donna live near the farm?
Yes. She is about 3 miles away.
That's it.
That's it. Okay. We will now quit. Bye.
All right.